guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nene and this is Nene's Crafting Corner. I'm going to be kitting up this Alice in Wonderland in the Pansy Garden by Simona Candini for the Alice in a Winter Wonderland event that's going to start tomorrow or tonight at midnight Eastern time. Go check out Life with Lindsay on YouTube. If you want details, she should have a video up with all of the rules and everything. And then on her Instagram, she should have a link to the entry form and rules and all the things. So that's what I'm going to do today. I did change my nails from Christmas to just kind of a generic wintry theme. And I'm not sure if I talked about my birthday in my last video, so if I did, I'm probably going to have a case of the repeaties because apparently I didn't cross it off as something that I talked about. So, my apologies. So you get to go through my process here of kitting up. I'm recording on, the angle's a little different because I'm recording on my, it's actually a gift for my husband and I, Tim and I, but he already has a GoPro and this is like a knockoff GoPro. So I'm just going to use it for videos. So this is the Maiden Voyage. Sorry, counting, it's hard. And so, okay, light's still on, so it says it's still recording. Anywho, let's see. The 11th was my birthday, so I'm a couple weeks behind because, well, Christmas gets in the way. And my genius self thought it would be a good idea to hand make everything for Tim's side of the family. And yeah, I was down to the wire. It was not fun. So I do not recommend that to anyone, or at least start earlier in the year because that was my fault. So you may be actually getting a lot more variety in life today. Sorry, I am recuperating from a sore throat, so if I'm a little bit quieter, that's why. Also, Tim's sleeping in the next room, but I need to take a drink real fast. My apologies for that. Gatorade, well, zero sugar Powerade has been my friend. So, let's see. We'll kind of start with my birthday. Went to work, came home, went to dinner with my parents, and then Tim took me around and we got some free birthday things, like on your birthday. I don't know if you have to have the apps or not, but actually for Krispy Kreme you probably do because they did scan something on my phone. But Jamba Juice gave me a free small smoothie for my birthday. I got 3 free donuts from Krispy Kreme, just the original glazed, and they were like fresh from the oven, and oh, they were so good. And then, oh, that's not where that goes, Janae, pay attention. I was going to pick the sticker off, and I realized I can still just switch it out. Ha ha ha. And then we drove down to Orem for him to get some cards from a buddy. And then that was basically the highlight of that week. Sorry, I got my notes listed here. I don't know if I mentioned, Tim and I started watching The Flight Attendant on HBO with Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory, Penny from The Big Bang Theory, and that's a little messed up. Like, it's good, but it's a little messed up. I think we're like halfway through the first season. Really should watch that again. He also got me sucked into The Legend of Korra, which is anime. It's like a sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender. And so I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not very far into that series either. But let's see. Yeah, like I said, it's just been a lot of working and knitting and working and knitting, and I finally finished the last hat on the 23rd of December and then got them all wrapped up before we had to go anywhere on the 24th. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas or whichever holiday you choose to deliver to celebrate, or if you don't, then I'm a little jealous, quite frankly, because it's just so much pressure and I don't like it. So I put evening entanglement on hold so I can do this event. I mean, it goes all the way until February, but I like to start at the start, not when I'm done with that painting. I don't know. I always seem to be in the middle of a painting when this event comes around. I don't know why. I seem to think I can do it and finish it before, but it almost never happens. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, it's gonna get loud and crinkly for a moment, so my apologies. A smarter person would have had all this prepped, but I am not a smarter person. So that's okay. I'm not sure what the ABs are in this. Oh, number 4. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh. 1. I've had 1 before, and I've had 2, I think. We'll see. Yeah, I don't claim to be a smarter person, so I didn't have all this set up. I just went for it. Dryer sheet, if we need it. Sorry, let the camera move. I want to be able to see, and so the camera screen times out. It doesn't stop recording, but excuse me, it times out, and so I can't see. But I want to be able to see to make sure everything is still in frame. Just don't pay attention to this. That's my notes, because I forget week to week what I do, and so I have to write myself notes to remember. Now, normally I group these off, and that way I can go in numerical order, but because I'm a wee bit scatterbrained this morning, we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna fill it in as we go. So here we go. On the Friday before Christmas, my work did sorry, this is not going to be a linear discussion either. day by day. It's going to be scattered too, because I'm going to remember things and then be like, oh yeah, on this day, because again, my notes are all over the place, and that's just how I am. Welcome to the crazy train. Hope you like it here. Hope you stay. If you do, click like and subscribe, and let's be friends. And I'm going to need to put a little bit of a dryer sheet in there. I could tell already. It's because see how it's creeping up the side right there? Yeah, static. So we're just going to clip a little piece of dryer sheet off, and we're going to put it in there, shove it in, and just because I'm special, we're going to give it a little shake, 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 and that should help with the static. Apologies for that. I am going to put, it's a lemon drop, but it's not a cough drop, but at this point, sucking on something and sending it down my throat sounds like a good idea. And my cough drops are in the other room, so there we are. And look, the lid of my Powerade is motivational. It says power through, which is exactly what we're going to do. Alright, moving on with our lives. Okay, so Christmas, or the Friday before Christmas, my work did a Christmas party. My work normally does not do they'll do like a luncheon kind of a thing, like they'll get something catered in, or we do a potluck or whatever. But this time they like catered it and then made sure all the drivers were going to be there to actually participate, and it was really nice. Got some static too. Jeez. I might have to I haven't had to do this for a while, but I may actually have to get another dryer sheet and dump them into the tray, shake them up a little bit, and then put them into the container. I really haven't had to do that in a long, long time. So, it's very interesting. Excuse me. Again, apologies. They catered in, so my work catered in Olive Garden, which, if you've been here for any amount of time, I love Olive Garden. Like, very much so. Love Olive Garden. It's a problem, really. But they got, let's see, what did they get? They got chicken parmesan, they got spaghetti, they did breadsticks, of course, they did salad. Oh, they got the ravioli, which I usually, if I get the ravioli, I substitute the marinara for the Alfredo, but that's just me. I was a little bummed because there was no Alfredo, but what are you gonna do? I was grateful for the meal. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a dryer sheet after this. The puppies are doing really good. We actually took them out Christmas Eve. We took him to his family's thing, and then we went over to my sister Nicole's, and we took them there. They did really well. And then Christmas Day, we took them to my parents so that my sister Annette could see them, because she hadn't seen them yet, and she just about died, which I knew she was going to. Which it's really funny about my sister Annette. Never in a million years would I have pegged her as an animal person, but about 10 years ago, she was living in Tooele, because that's where her kids were, because she got divorced, and then remarried and moved back out to Tooele with her new husband, Jeremy. And it's been so long, I don't even remember the exact circumstances, but they ended up getting their little, I think he's a Yorkie Pomeranian. He's a cute little booger. Chuds. They ended up getting Chuds. Chudds. And I don't even remember where they came up with the name. Anyway, and oh my gosh, she loved Chuds. So loves. He's still alive. He has not passed, but she loves him so very much. And I never would have pegged her for a dog person, because I remember her telling me, because how I got my Maddie was Jeremy's roommate's. Maddie was Jeremy's roommate's daughter's dog, and the daughter couldn't have dogs where she lived with her mom, and so the dad had Maddie, and the dad was very abusive to Maddie, and sorry, I was looking for a number. And so Annette was scared of Maddie. Now, Maddie was a toy poodle, so she was all of like 7 pounds, soaking wet. She wasn't a big dog, but Annette was scared of her. She was scared of her. And when I took Maddie home, because Jeremy wanted to rehome Maddie because, again, Dean abused her. At least I think that was his name, Dean. When I took Maddie home, gave her some love and attention, didn't hit her, apparently she transformed. She was always very sweet with me the one time I went and saw her before I took her home. She was very sweet with me. And so when Annette would tell me that she was scared of Maddie until I took her and loved her and made her not so scary, I was just like, well, that's weird. She's always been very sweet with me, but whatever. Maddie was also very, very protective of me. I remember, and it was probably because I rescued her, I remember Jeremy likes to tickle. And so he found it very funny that if Maddie was on my lap, he would start tickling me. And she would start growling at him and nipping at him because she thought I was in danger. Excuse me. I remember this other time I was holding Brighton when she was a tiny baby. Brighton's 9 now. But when Brighton was a tiny baby, I was holding her. It was Christmas time. And Maddie was on my lap while I was holding Brighton. And my sister's brother-in-law, Gary, came over to kiss the baby, and she lunged at him. She was very protective. My Maddie. Anyway, so Annette was not a dog lover, but when she got Chuds, oh boy, she loved on him, she spoiled him. He's a good boy. She still has him. But then she turned into this crazy lady, like crazy dog lady. Like, she followed in my footsteps times like 5. So she's being naughty. Please, I'm gonna have to pause. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm gonna do about 10 more minutes and then we'll call it a day. But anyway, she got a little crazy. So they moved into, so when they got Cheds, there was dogs all around them. And then when they moved, like with chain link fences and stuff. And then when they moved to a different house in Tooele, their fences were wood. And so Cheds couldn't see the dogs. He got a little depressy. And so they got another dog, Rusty. They rescued Rusty from just one of the programs. I don't remember which one at this moment. Paws for Life, I think. Anyway, his name was Charlie, and they renamed him Rusty because he is rust colored. And anyway, so then they had 2 dogs. Well, then Jeremy's mom, I think, was moving, couldn't take Brutus with her, gave Brutus to Annette, so now she has 3 dogs. So my sister Annette, who was not an animal lover, became the crazy dog lady very quickly. The most dogs I've ever had in my life is 2. So having all these puppies, that puts me to 4. And that's a lot. And Annette, so Brutus died January of this year, so 2023. So she only had the 2 dogs. And then Noah's girlfriend, Noah is Annette's son, so Noah's girlfriend had 2 dogs that her dad was taking care of. And I use that term very loosely, because her dad's not the greatest. But, oops, I'm making a mess. I'm making a royal mess. And so she asked, and the dogs couldn't go live with, Drea because Noah is allergic. So he has to have hypoallergenic dogs. Which, up to this point, all of Annette's dogs had been hypoallergenic. Because she shared custody with her ex-husband 50-50. So 1 week they spent with Annette and Jeremy, and then 1 week they spent with their dad. Anywho, that so they couldn't just go stay with Drea. So Drea asked Annette to take them, and she did. So now she's up to 4 dogs. And yeah, so love that for her. But anyway, I can't even remember how I got off on this tangent of dogs. I'm very sorry. Oh, I was talking about the puppies, I think. They are finding their growls and their barks, and they're getting teeth, so we're starting to wean them off of mother's milk. I found a home for at least one of them, which I'm happy and it breaks my heart all at the same time, because I love them and I just want to keep them. But as I just stated, 4 dogs is a lot. So I know it's for the best. And Gabby made mention on Christmas Eve that she may want one. So, I mean, if she wants one, she's more than happy to have one. I'm more than happy to give her one. But at least I get to see it grow up. I think the hard thing for me there, though, would be, is Gabby going to love them enough like me? Is she going to love them like me? Which I know she would. She's a dog lover. I just worry. Is anybody going to love them like I do? You know, that whole, like, the horrible mother-in-law, like, because she doesn't love her son like I do, she doesn't love him like I do, kind of a thing. That's about how I'm feeling, giving these dogs away. Or selling, whatever. But I know that I can't keep them. It's not fair to them. I don't have a big yard. I don't have a yard at all, actually. I just have a little patio that the dogs go pee and poop on and clean up. So there's that. Yeah, so this, whatever it is either very coincidentally timed with my special time of the month, or it was actually a sickness. I'm not quite sure, because I woke up on, let's see, I went back to work on Wednesday. So Thursday morning around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with a killer sore throat out of nowhere. Like, excruciatingly painful to swallow. I never realized how much I swallow in a day. Of course, it's one of those things you never realize how much you use your ab muscles until you, like, work out and then they hurt and then you're like, I hate my life. Okay, that's probably a better angle for you. Sorry, still working out the kinks. I can use it. So I went to work. It was just a sore throat, and then, like, around, I don't know, 1 or 2 out of nowhere, it was like I hit a brick wall and my whole body just started hurting. It was the weirdest thing. And on Friday, I went to work and I wore a mask just because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to risk sharing anything since I had another symptom. And I actually ended up getting sent home early. It was only an hour earlier, but still, I got sent home an hour early. And I came home and I slept and I slept and I slept. Slathered vapor rub on, like, every surface of my body. I mean, I covered my feet, I covered my throat, somebody told me to do my armpits, so I did my armpits, and I did my back, and there it is. And, I slept okay. I woke up around 4 something on Saturday. Sorry, looking for a number. Couldn't go back to sleep, so, I took a hot bath, slathered on some more vapor rub on my neck to help with my throat, which is already feeling better. And then when Tim woke up, he went and got me taco time, and I just ate that throughout the day. But mostly he went and played cards, so while he was at cards, I, like, slept all day long, because again, I'd woken up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So around 10 or noon, I can't remember exactly, I started dozing off. And yeah, and I slept most of the day away. I think I finally woke up around 6 or 7 and stayed awake. I had Tim stop at the store on his way home from the card shop and had him get me some NyQuil so I could sleep, and some more vapor rub. And yesterday my body was not hurting nearly as much, and today it's even less, and my throat is much improved. So I think I'm on the tail end of whatever it was. Thank you, Jesus, for that, because I hate being sick. Like, a lot, I hate it. And I'm a horrible patient, because Tim is always like, let me help you, and I'm like, nope, I can do it myself, because for several years, when I was sick, I had to do it myself. There was no one to take care of me. So, like everything else in life, I just tell him I could do it myself. So I had to, when he was home, I had to let him do things for me because it was important to him. Anyway, I got my thing out, and I haven't even used it. I don't think I used it once or twice. My little funnel. Because, before I was fancy and got a funnel. And I say it like I bought the funnel. The funnel came with this kit that my coworker bought me. And I'm sure you've seen them all over like Amazon and stuff, but it's this little tote that has 2 layers. I had a whole bunch of stuff in that pocket that I've redistributed to where I need it to be, according to how I use it or don't use it. But anyway, I've gone over my 30-minute marker, but that's okay. Just wrap up. It's New Year's Eve. We should be going to Christopher and Gabby's now that I'm cleared up. I'm feeling a lot better. That's how we'll begin the new year, is over at Christopher and Gabby's. We did that last couple of years. It's been a lot of fun. It's a nice little tradition that Tim and I have. The future traditions that we have. Yeah. I guess that's all. I hope you guys have a safe and happy new year. Whatever it is you guys do for the new year. Just be safe and don't be dumb about it. And in the new year, I promise to try and be better about getting weekly videos up and broadening my horizons as far as, what I'm doing whilst I record. I'm going to try and do some knitting videos, because like I said, I'm going to try and start knitting a heck of a lot earlier this year, for Tim's family gifts. One of the reasons I'm so adamant about doing homemade gifts for his family is not because it's less expensive, because it's not, but his grandma, Jepson, so his mom's mother, used to do, I think it was crocheted gifts for everybody. And so I just want to carry on the tradition of homemade gifts, whether it's crochet or knit. I would like to carry that on for them. So, anyway, that's that. Again, let me pour this real fast and then I'll do my farewell spiel. Oh, scheiße. Okay, as always, if you like what you see, click like, subscribe. Let's be crazy crafting friends together. But again, have a safe holiday. Be careful out there with the crazies. And I will see you in the new year. Okay, bye.